Hello. So, there's a little jump in time right here. So, about 2 weeks ago, I got sick and I felt badly enough that I needed to take a few days off of working on the van. I had this just bad headache that wouldn't go away for a few days. And I was just really tired, so I ended up taking a little bit of time off. Once I started feeling better, but not 100%, I started working on the van a little bit. And so I started doing smaller things around the van, not big projects, but putting on more paneling, putting up a little bit more to the ceiling, doing little things. So for the last week and a half, I've been working on the van and not really recording what I'm doing because it was just a bunch of small things because I didn't feel great. But I'm feeling a lot better now, and I want to get started on putting in the lights in the ceiling, which I view as kind of a big thing. It's not just a continuation of other little things that I've been working on already. So I want to start recording again. That's why I'm doing this. So I'm going to show off a little bit of the things I did with the van and show you what I'm planning with the ceiling. All right, let me show off what's different. So I put in a lot more of this white paneling. You can see I even have a cover on the outlet right there. So I've got more paneling down here, a lot more paneling on the wall over here. This is pretty much good in my mind. I think this is pretty close to being done as far as the coverage. I just need some stuff for seam work and making it look a little more natural, but I like how this looks. I put in all 3 pieces of the ceiling that I want in. So I got 1, 2, 3 pieces to the ceiling. These seams between them, I plan on doing something. It's not just going to stay like this where it's really obvious that there's a seam. I don't know exactly what I plan on doing with those right now, but I will do something with that eventually. For now, I'm just leaving it like this. I just today put in this second or third, I guess, little cabinet. So I wanted to use more of the space up here. So I got this extra cabinet that's a little bit smaller than the others because I have these airbags to avoid. But I think this looks pretty good. So I think this is coming along quite nicely. I'm liking the way this is looking. I do have a small update with the plumbing too. So I could not get the pump that I have or had to work. It was just really weak. The flow was not there. I was just having problems with it and I didn't understand why. So what I ended up doing is I returned the pump I had and just ordered another one. It's the same exact pump actually. I just ordered it again because I could not get it to work. I even watched YouTube videos on debugging, and I tried taking it apart and I didn't see anything wrong. But I ended up getting a new pump, and this one works much better. I'm not having problems with this anywhere near like I was having with the other one. So I think the first pump I ordered was just defective or something, which is frustrating, but at this point I caught it, I returned it, got another one, and it seems to work pretty well. I'll probably show this off later because I put some kind of spackling or glue or something in one of these tubes to try to help watertight it because I was having a small leak. So I'll probably show this off later, not right now, because I just don't want to disrupt that stuff that's drying, I think. But pretty excited to show off the plumbing. What I want to do now, after putting in that cabinet, is you can see I have 2 marks up here. I want to start putting in the lights that I bought. Here's one of them down here. These 12-volt lights that I bought. They're going to be recessed lighting. I think they look pretty nice. I want to start with these 2 in the front, see how they look, and if they look nice, then I just got 2 more pairs to put down the rest of the ceiling. But I'm going to start with these and see how they look. I hope this thing cuts well, because if it doesn't, I'm going to ruin this. So I hope this does not go poorly. One cut out. Dust everywhere. So, as you can see, I've got 2 nice, decent little round holes here now. Alright, so I have my first couple lights ready. Let me walk you through how this is going to work. So I have just the dimmer switch that will control the lights, turn them on, dim them. This is the light that I plan on going farther from the wall that they need to connect to for power. So the power source is going to be over there where they have to connect to. That light will go in this hole right here. And then this other light, this one on the right, will go in the other hole. So the way this should work is with this light, I put in little T-junctions with the connector. So one of these T's, if I can find it, goes to this little connector right here, which will snap into the connections on the other light. And then the other end is just a long cable that will go all the way down to connect to power. So this light will connect into this light, and this light will go down to power. That's my plan. That's what I'm thinking. The reason I did it this way is it should make it so that if I ever need to take these lights out for any reason, you know, maybe I need to take the ceiling down, fix a leak in the ceiling or something like that. I don't know. But if I ever needed to, having these little connectors instead of it just being soldered permanently in should make this much easier to take apart and remove from the ceiling. So I'm going to try putting these up there now. Alright, so at this point I have the wire. These two are the wires that are coming from those lights I just put in. I have the wires coming down here, right here, and then connected in with the rest of my mess of circuitry right here. I will clean this up in the future, but for now this will do. So I've got my two lights up there. I haven't sunken them into the actual ceiling yet, but I should be able to turn on my 12-volt master switch right there. And then I have the dimmer right here. And if I turn that on, I don't know how easy that is for you to see because it's daylight out, but those lights are going on. I'm gonna dim it. There you go. On. Dimming it up. It's full brightness. Turning it off. There you go. Alright, looks good. Sweet. This works. I'm probably gonna undo some of this because it's a little messy. Like right here, I just have the wire literally just shoved into itself. It's not even like connected really with anything. But this works. I'm pretty happy with this. So I think I'm gonna sink those in to the actual ceiling and see how it looks. So give me a second for that. Looks pretty good. So, now what? Do I just keep going? Try to do more? I don't know. I'll have to think about it.